Hello, this is Molly Billy in ATM 101 class. My observation station is outside my front yard located at 60.804,222 degrees north, 161.78,377 degrees west facing north. I am reporting on a 1 week of weather observation from March 23 through March 27, 2020. I will be comparing my weather observation with the relevant National Weather Service date for my respective observation dates. My yard is on a flat area positioned on the northeast part of Bethel's center area. Bethel is 50 miles upriver from the mouth of the Kuskokwim Bay. The Kuskokwim River is south from my observation station, and the Killbuck Mountains are further east of Bethel at a distance of 64.5 miles. We had warm spells in the week of March 23 through March 27 with temperatures from 25 degrees and observed high of 33 degrees. My air temperature the first day of my minimum and maximum temperatures are out due to colder temperature effect the night before, as you can see in my air temperature. This time around, I left my temperature reader outside instead of bringing it in. So, while at my observation station from March 23 through March 27, 2020, I retrieved my daily temperature reading various times from 6 p.m. to past 7 p.m. On day 3, Monday, March 23 at 18:31 hours, 6:31 p.m., my right temperature read at 32.3 degrees Fahrenheit with maximum temperature at 34.2 degrees and the minimum temperature of 20.7 degrees Fahrenheit. The left probe read 31 degrees with maximum temperature at 32.1 degrees and minimum temperature of 8.4 degrees. We had altostratus clouds throughout the day with no precipitation. The wind was coming from 186 degrees south at Beaufort number 3. The pressure was at 1,033 millibars. With the National Weather Service, or NWS, en route line at 18:53 p.m., 6:53 p.m., it was 32 degrees Fahrenheit. With wind blowing from south at 16 miles per hour. The pressure read at 1,033 millibars as similar to mine. The humidity was at 92% with a precipitation condition at cloudy. Looking at the weather map on March 23, 2020 from the National Weather Service shows lows northeast Arctic slope at 1,005 millibars and southwest of Alaska highs at 1,038 millibars. The cold front is moving down from the interior with warm fronts moving up from the left and right of the cold front. And the Arctic region, the interior region, north of west central region, and central interior of Alaska, there are spots of snow showers and fog northeast of the Arctic. As you can see from the west of Alaska, there is an occluded front moving towards west central and southwest islands with rain moving at lows at 1,010 millibars. On day 2, March 24, Tuesday at 18:12 hours, 6:12 p.m., my right temperature at 32.9 degrees Fahrenheit with maximum temperature of 35.7 degrees and with minimum temperature of 29.2 degrees Fahrenheit. My left probe read 32.4 degrees with maximum temperature of 34.6 degrees and with 28.9 degrees Fahrenheit. We had nimbostratus skies throughout the day with wind coming from 168 degrees south at Beaufort number 5. The pressure read at 1023 millibars and the precipitation condition was rain. The National Weather Service at 18:53 hours, 6:53 p.m. It was 34 degrees Fahrenheit with winds blowing from south at 22 miles per hour. The National Weather Service pressure read at 1020 millibars, showing that my reading was off by 2.8 millibars. The humidity was at 92% with a precipitation condition of light snow and within an hour light rain. Looking at the weather map on March 24, 2020 from the National Weather Service shows the highs on the southeast panhandle at 1023 millibars and northeast of the Arctic region at 997 millibars, and from the Aleutian Islands with lows 1013 millibars. The Arctic region has cold fronts moving south with snow and wind, and lows 1000 with snow and wind at 1013 millibars. Sorry about that. On the right of it, it has warm front moving northeast of the Arctic region. Looking at the Aleutian Islands through the interior region, there appears to be a trough with boundary of lows. The green area highlights the rain and light mixture of rain showers. The pink regions show the rain and snow showers above the Aleutian Islands, and on the west central region showing that there are freezing rain precipitation with rain and snow precipitation. On day 3, March 25, Wednesday, at 17:50 hours, 5:50 p.m., my right temperature read at 35.3 degrees Fahrenheit, with a maximum temperature of 38.6 degrees Fahrenheit and with a minimum temperature of 29.2 degrees Fahrenheit. My left probe read at 33.6 degrees with a maximum temperature of 35.3 degrees and a minimum temperature of 30.9 degrees Fahrenheit. We had clear skies throughout the day with fog surrounding the town. The wind was coming from 12 degrees north at the Beaufort number 4. The pressure read at 1012 millibars and with zero precipitation. The National Weather Service at 17:53 hours, 5:53 p.m. read 33 degrees Fahrenheit with winds blowing from south-southwest at 16 miles per hour. The pressure reading from the National Weather Service was at 1008 millibars, showing that my reading was off by 4 millibars. The humidity was at 92% with a precipitation condition of light rain. Looking at the weather map on March 25, 2020 from the National Weather Service shows lows south from west central and Bristol Bay with 1012 millibars, stretching into southwest islands and towards southeast peninsula, lows at 1006 millibars. For the west central region and Bristol Bay areas, we have trough boundary of low pressure. With rain along the panhandle and south of south central Alaska. In the interior, there is trough with snow showers stretching toward Canada. Below the Aleutian Islands, you can see that there are highs at 1032 millibars with cold, warm, and occluded fronts intersect at the point of occlusion. On day 4, March 26, Thursday at 18:15 hours, 6:15 p.m., my right temperature 36.9 degrees Fahrenheit with a maximum temperature of 35.7 degrees Fahrenheit and with a minimum temperature of 29.1 degrees Fahrenheit. My left probe read 33.6 degrees Fahrenheit with a maximum temperature of 34 degrees Fahrenheit and with a minimum temperature of 28.9 degrees Fahrenheit. We observed altocumulus skies throughout the day with wind coming from 25 degrees northeast at Beaufort number 2. The pressure reading was 1016 millibars, and the precipitation had half the skies covered with clouds. The National Weather Service at 18:53 hours, 6:53 p.m. It was 32 degrees Fahrenheit with winds blowing from northeast at 8 miles per hour. The pressure read at 1011 millibars, which I was down by 5 millibars. The humidity was at 75% with a precipitation condition at cloudy. Looking at the map on March 26, 2020 from the National Weather Service shows the lows far west and far south of Alaska, highs below the Aleutian Islands at 1030 millibars. Below Russia, the lows are 993 millibars with cold, warm, and occluded fronts intersect at the point of occlusion moving towards the southwest islands with rain and snow showers. In the middle interior of the Arctic region towards Cook Inlet, there are clear skies with spots of snow east of the interior. Below the southeast panhandle, there is a trough boundary of low pressure with rain. On day 5, March 27, Friday at 18:16 hours, 6:16 p.m., my right temperature at 31.8 degrees Fahrenheit with a maximum temperature 35.7 degrees Fahrenheit with a minimum temperature of 29.2 degrees Fahrenheit. My left probe read at 31.4 with a maximum temperature of 34.6 degrees Fahrenheit and with a minimum temperature of 28.8 degrees Fahrenheit. We had nimbostratus clouds throughout the day with wind coming from 171 degrees south at Beaufort number 6. The pressure was at 1009 millibars. The National Weather Service at 18:53 hours, 6:53 p.m. read at 32 degrees Fahrenheit with winds blowing from south-southwest at 22 miles per hour. The pressure read at 1000 millibars, which showed that my reading were off by 9 millibars. The humidity was at 96% with a precipitation condition of light snow. Looking at the map on March 27, 2020 from the National Weather Service shows the lows of the barometric pressure of 996 millibars west of west central and south central lows at 998 millibars. On the west central and towards the south of the interior trough boundary of low pressure is lingering with winds and snow. Down in the south central region of Bristol Bay towards southwest islands there are snow showers. Below the south central region, a cold front is moving towards the east with the warm front moving up towards the southeast peninsula with rain.